Hey, Lokati here. We are going to be taking our brand new rogue through its first pit run. This is a Heartseeker rogue build that is loosely based or inspired on Sanctum's version of the Heartseeker rogue. Nothing complicated here, but we're going to see how our level 87 rogue does in his first pit run. Let's get started. All right, well, level 87, five points to spend. All right, let's just go ahead and stick these points in here somewhere useful. 30k life. Not, I mean, close to max resist on everything. Let's try 61. We're good. Level 87, fresh road. 61 pit. Heartseeker. We need to do something about this transmog. It's not working. One started off aggressive. And those guys on the other side of the screen with smoke grenades. If it works, it works. Damage is good. We're not really very tanky, but that's okay. That'll come with like Paragon points and whatnot. Damage is super good. And most of our damage occurs against CC'd targets, so the boss we're gonna have to stagger. But I think we have pretty good stagger rates for the boss. Ooh, look at these sneaky motherfuckers. Trying to backdoor me from the side ring. Now, ideally, we would actually fight in closer, but I'm not really geared for this or leveled for this yet, so we're kind of fighting at a distance. But that's how you would normally fight, just right on top of the targets, spamming your smoke grenade. They were just gathered up too well, I had to. Could use some freaking move speed. Channeling Shrine is really good for us. More spamming of the cooldowns. And obviously, we're relying on freezes, stuns, dazes, everything to keep things CC'd while we're killing them. We don't really take hits that well. And it's not bad, but it's not impressive either. We're not a bar here. But we've got good recovery. Oh, and we got a boss. All right, so I mean, we really can't get hit by hardly anything here. So forgive my play. We just gotta stagger this guy. Oh, Lilith! That was my stagger. And he's dead. Not too shabby. We're using gear we found, so we didn't really have anything prepared for this. I did have some obducite, so everything is 4 out of 12 masterworked. But I mean, we have a helmet. This is an okay helm. I mean, it's not a terrible helm. This is a chest that's okay. We would probably want a little bit of different affixes on there. This is gloves that are not good, but they have great armor affix. And that's really all that mattered. I needed a way to cap armor here. We can roll off some of these armor rolls to like life or dodge rolls there. These pants I like. These boots, I like the resist all elements on the boots. It makes it easier, but later on that'll change. The bow is good. I did have a greater affix max life bow, rolled double bone, and good Heartseeker percentage. It's not perfect, so I did go ahead and run another Heartseeker projectiles cast twice on here, but got double bone dex life dagger, double bone dex life dagger, caltrops duration. Probably want another caltrops duration or a caltrops area on there with 100% Heartseeker on this one. This ring sucks. I mean, it was a GA attack speed with crit strike and lucky hit chance, which is good. It's a good ring. But then we rolled dash and cutthroat crit strike. It sucks. We need to replace that. This thing is good. It rolled agi, cooldown, and bone. It's got lucky hit on it and 1 res on it and max life, so we can get our reses capped. And then this amulet is absolute garbage. Don't even look at it. It's not really part of the build. Our Paragon board is obviously needing a lot of work. We're running control here. We're running chip here. Running exploit here. And we're running ranger here. And we're running pride here. I haven't decided what is going to be our last Paragon board right here, but we'll figure that out as we level. Cheap Shot is an important legendary to get. Exploit Weakness is an incredibly important legendary to get. Exploit is the most important glyph from a damage perspective, and we want to put it on a board that has a lot of strength so we can buff that vulnerable damage bonus that we get from it. And leveling it to 21 is also very. As far as skills go, this again is a work in progress, but max out Heartseeker, go down to primary Heartseeker here. I like Stutter Step, I like Sturdy, and I like Siphoning Strikes. You'll need Shadow Step up to Disciplined Shadow Step. You'll need Caltrops down to Disciplined Caltrops. And then you'll want Dash for moving around and debuffing the mob with Enhanced Dash. Neither of these are really worth it. You could take the Methodical Dash if you wanted more mobility, and that would not be a bad idea. I did take 3 out of 3 concussive and 3 out of 3 trick attacks so that we can keep things CC'd for longer. But those may get moved around as we have better CC options. We take Agile for using a cooldown increases your chance to dodge. We take Concealment for getting out of CCs. We take Smoke Grenade over to countering Smoke Grenade. This is the primary way that we deal with large packs of elites, by spamming this into them and keeping them CC'd and doing bonus damage. We take Dark Shroud all the way over to countering Dark Shroud. We don't have this on our bar, but we are using the Legendary Aspect to keep it up. And I will probably find some points to move over to this one, because I need 3 more points in there. We do take Frigid Finesse for damage bonus against frozen enemies. Now we are not freezing them. This is for staggered bosses. If a boss is staggered, they're considered to have every form of CC, so every bonus damage that you have to any CC affects them while they're staggered. Down here, we get 1 out of 3 Adrenaline Rush just to get the 3 out of 3 Haste for increased movement speed because we like to get around. And then Victimize, which is our primary source of damage. Again, every hit we have has a 50% chance, if it's a lucky hit, to explode, dealing 257%, so 2.5 times the original damage of the explosion to everything around it. The damage is increased by 120% your vulnerable damage bonus, which is currently at 1,015%. That's why it's 257. For example, if we take off a dagger, this Victimize here goes from 257 down to 218. So you can see the vulnerable damage is very important for scaling our Victimize, which is a 3x mod or higher, depending on our gear, for doing massive, massive, massive damage. And it's AoE damage, which makes a huge difference in your clear. So Vuln does become the most important thing for you. As far as aspects go, again, we are running Undying, Umbrous, Concussive, Might, Frostbitten. Again, Frostbitten is primarily for bonus damage against stunned enemies or frozen enemies, so bosses primarily. We are running Moonrise, Adaptability, Retribution, Edge Masters, Rapid, and a Cursed Touch. Now, I'm only running a Cursed Touch until I get a ring or gloves that have Bone on hit. And so this allows us to have lucky hit, chance to Bone on hit. It's really nice for clear, but I would rather have Inner Calm or a 1.3x mod for killing a boss. That would be a much better choice. As far as flasks go, we are running the anti-venom flask. Anti-venom. It is anti-venom. It's weird. Anti-venom flask and a advantage flask for attack speed and lucky hit. Maybe the crit one is more damage against bosses, but this one I feel like is really good for clearing. If you need the tankiness, you could always run Fortitude as well. That's another option for you. Now, again, this is just a build that's a work in progress. There are lots of Heartseeker builds out there right now. We're kind of in line with where most of them are going. But if you have questions, let me know down below. We're also going to do a video talking about how to level it. Leveling it is very easy and straightforward. So we'll get that posted up here relatively quickly as well. As always, like, follow, subscribe. They're very important activities for us. We really appreciate it as creators, and it really helps us to stay in touch with our communities. Thank you very much, and y'all have a wonderful day.